Hi, my name is Jim Johnston. I'm Eleanor's grandfather, and I was born on July 27th, 1935 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. During the war years, lots of interesting things happened, one of which particularly interested me was the fact that my father was a block warden. Now, a block warden was a person who came and directed us during air raid practice. The air raid practice was the way that the United States set up their defense system because they were afraid that the Germans might come in through the land from northern Wisconsin and through California and through Canada. I think I said that. So to protect ourselves from that, my father and the other men would have a air raid warning practice. And there were loud sirens that were placed on top of buildings within your living area. When they set these off, it was all pre-planned. We all knew that it was coming. But then they would set off the sirens and we would all have to scurry to our basement. They wanted to darken the skies completely around the city so that if the Germans came with their airplanes, they couldn't see that there was a city down below because everything would be dark. So as soon as the sirens went off, people scurried for their basements. That's where their place to go was. And the captains sent us and followed us through to make sure we went down into our basement cellars and that there was no light seen from the outside. My dad was the one who would check and knock on your window if your lights shone and tell you to get back to where you should be and to correct whatever was wrong. And this lasted 5, 10, 15 minutes, and then when it was all through, the practice was through, and the sirens were once again sounded and everything came out okay. That was one of the very interesting parts that I thought happened during the war years. Also, there was a thing that we did. We grew gardens, our own gardens. The government encouraged us to grow gardens. The reason was that our previous way of canning gardens was done at factories. And we needed factories to build guns and to build any ammunitions that we needed, and this was a way of clearing up more production facilities to be able to make those things. So they set up a system of victory gardens, and you could grow whatever you wanted to, but by growing you could eat your own vegetables, and that would save money and save time. And also, another thing that I thought was interesting at that time was, gosh, I guess that's what I really wanted to say. Those two things were most interesting for me, and I hope I've explained them clearly enough.